Janixa and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the polishes that I wore in the month of June 2022. I can't believe we're already in July, guys. This year is halfway gone. It's just so crazy how fast time flies once you're an adult, because as a kid, as a kid, time seems to drag. But once you hit 18, it seems like snap of the fingers and a whole year is gone. So I am going to talk about the polishes that I wore in June, but first I want to give a little bit of a life update. I've never really done a life update here, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about what has been going on in the past week for me, because some of you may have noticed that I haven't been uploading as frequently as I usually do. I usually upload videos 3 times a week-ish, and I haven't been doing that lately. The first reason is because I went on vacation to Vegas. So I spent a few days down in Vegas and I had a very nice time with my husband. Even though I had a good time, I was feeling a little bit off with my health. I'll give some context here. My family is full of diabetics, and I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with my twins. So I've kind of, known that I would probably at some point develop diabetes. And while I was in Las Vegas, I started to feel just off. And oh, by the way, if you don't want to listen to my story and you just want to get right to the polishes, I totally understand. Skip forward. If I remember, I will put a timestamp somewhere on the screen or in the comments below for you. Totally understand. But if you do want to hear the story, yeah, I'm going to continue it right now. Normally for me, when it comes to, like my sugar levels, I would experience, if my sugar was low, that's usually what I would experience, is having, my sugar go down too much. And then I would just start to sweat and feel like I was going to pass out. And usually when that happened, I could either take a quick drink of soda or juice or just have a piece of candy, and then I would feel okay. But what was happening in Vegas was it felt like the opposite. Maybe like my sugar was too high, but I honestly don't understand it, so I can't even say exactly what was up, because I was eating just fine. I was drinking water, and all of a sudden I would start to feel really nauseous, and again, like I was gonna pass out. No sweating this time, but when I would eat a piece of candy or, drink a little bit of soda, it didn't help. The only thing that helped was eating, and it took a while after I ate to start to feel better. And this happened at least once every day that I was in Vegas, and I was over there for 4 days. So that really sucked, first of all, and it also took a lot out of me. I ended up feeling very fatigued afterwards, and I've been back from Vegas for 3 days now. I'm so sorry if you hear loud banging, you guys. It is almost the 4th of July, and there are fireworks going off everywhere. So I will try to, edit them out as best I can, but I might miss a boom here or there. But anyway, I've been back from Vegas for about 4 or 5 days now, and I still feel very fatigued. I can sleep till 11 o'clock in the morning, wake up, and then still feel like I could still sleep some more. And that's not usually me, so I just haven't been feeling quite like myself lately, and that's why I haven't been filming a lot. Another reason is because there hasn't been a lot of nail polish releases. We get, 4 big booms of nail polish when all the seasonal collections are coming out, and then in between it's just a little bit slower. But yeah, that's what's been going on. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the polishes I wore in June 2022. The first polish that I wore is Orly's Scenic Root. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that this polish is my absolute favorite nail polish of all time. And it's because of that I kind of gravitate towards it when I don't really know what I want to wear. And that's how I was feeling in the beginning of June. So Orly's Scenic Root was perfect for me. I have heard before that this color kind of fades with time, and that makes me so sad because, like I said, it's my absolute favorite. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have had that issue with Orly's Scenic Root. Has it faded for you? For me, I don't think it has, but I have seen other people's bottles and I have seen how it fades, and it's just a bummer for me. I'm hoping it doesn't happen with my bottle. Next up, I wore 90 Lacquers Fireside, and 90 is the brand that JustFace90 here on YouTube creates. Hopefully she comes back and starts making more polishes for us. This one is a foil metallic orange, and oh my goodness, I am obsessed with foil metallics. They are my absolute favorite. For a while there, that's like all I wanted to wear, and I was in the mood for a really nice orange. This one has a great formula, and yeah, it was just really pretty and nice and sparkly to look at on my nails. Next up, I actually did a Orly and Lisa Frank collab nail wrap. I just, again, was not knowing what the heck I wanted to put on my nails, so once again, when I am not sure, I either go towards a favorite polish or I go towards nail wrap. So 9 times out of 10, if you see me wearing nail wraps, it just means that I have no idea what polish I wanted to wear. So I just went with the nail wraps, and the Lisa Frank and Orly ones are one of my favorites. They are really, really nice, go really nice on the nail. I have no issues with nail wraps whatsoever. I haven't had an issue with any brand that I've tried. I've enjoyed all of them. Application is pretty easy for me, so yeah, it's just a fun mani with no dry time. So yeah, when I'm feeling indecisive, that's what I go for. Next up, I wore Essie's All Hands on Deck, and this one is so gorgeous. I feel like I could wear this during the Christmas months too, because it just seems to fit the holiday spirit. The only thing I will say, but I'm not sure if it was a blue polish that I was swatching before I put this one on, but I had like minor staining on my nails, like nothing major, but you could definitely still see the color there. So I had to, you know, kind of buff lightly, and I do use a little bit of toothpaste and softly rub it on my nails, and it does help with the staining. So yeah, this one may be a stainer, so if you are interested in, you know, getting it, just be aware that you might need to double up on your base coat to avoid staining. Next up, I wore Wildflower Lacquers Damsel in Distress 2.0. I have been kind of getting into Wildflower. They have some beautiful polishes, and I got this one in a D-stash, and to be honest, it was not my favorite. I put it on and I wasn't happy, you know, like I want to put on the polish and just be obsessed. And unfortunately, I wasn't obsessed with this one, so I actually ended up de-stashing it right away. But it had a beautiful formula. The formula was great. There's a lot of stuff packed into this polish, and it didn't feel thick or chunky at all. So yeah, I really did enjoy the formula. The polish itself just wasn't my thing. Next up, I wore Essie's Balancing Act, and you guys, I was having a month last month apparently, because nothing seemed to satisfy what I wanted. And honestly, I didn't even know exactly what I wanted. I put Essie's Balancing Act on, and then I was like, ugh, this is not what I want at all. And I took it off 1 hour later. So I don't even know if I can officially count it as a full manicure since I wore it for 1 hour, but here it is. I thought I would mention it anyway. Then finally this month, I found something, I keep saying this month, last month, then finally last month, I found something that made me so happy. You guys, I put on for the very first time OPI's Teenage Dream, and oh my goodness, now I understand. I had never worn it before, so now I understand why it is such a popular nail polish. Oh my goodness, I just fell in love with it. I wore it for like 4 days and I still didn't want to take it off. I didn't have any chipping, no wear, nothing. It was amazing. I almost want to spend, you know, more money and buy a second bottle, even though they're ridiculously priced on eBay. But I absolutely loved it, and wow, I already can't wait to wear it again, and I only just wore it a couple weeks ago. Next up, I wore Sally Hansen's Maliblue Twist, and this one is from their most recent Sour Patch Kids collaboration. This one was one of the ones that stood out to me the most out of this collection. Such a beautiful and unique blue. I really wanted to wear it, and I enjoyed it a lot. Next up, I wore Wildflower Lacquers I'm Totally Buggin, and this is from one of their most recent releases. This is a beautiful, delicate shade. I think towards the end of the month, after the OPI Teenage Dream, I started to realize, you know, what I was wanting, and it was just some delicate light pink shades, and this one was a really beautiful one. I'm so glad that I ended up picking it up from their pre-order, and yeah, like I said, I'm getting into Wildflower Lacquer, and I'm excited to see what else they come out with. And then next, for my Vegas trip this month, I wore Cirque Colors Pyro as both a mani and a pedi. I am obsessed with that shade. Ever since I saw it, I just had to have it. And then one of my cousins, when she saw me wearing it, she's like, "Ooh, that's a vacation shade." And when I realized, hey, I'm gonna go to Vegas for a couple of days, I was like, I have to wear Pyro. It's perfect for Vegas since it was like 105 degrees every day that we were over there. It was absolutely beautiful. I still have it on my toes because it's holding up perfectly, and even on my nails, I only had minor tip wear, so it held up beautifully for the entire 4 or 5-ish days that we were over there. Oh, and something else I wanted to tell you guys. I don't need a backup of any nail polish, but I do have a couple, and Pyro is one of them. I couldn't help myself, you guys. I just look at the Cirque bottles and they look so tiny to me that I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna run out of this polish, and I love it so much, so I bought a backup. I didn't need it. I'm not gonna run out of Pyro, but it just makes my heart feel so much better knowing that I have a backup just in case I do run low. And the very last nail polish that I wore in the month of June 2022, and I completely forgot to take a picture of it. I'm so sorry, you guys, but it's KB Shimmers Fairest One of All, and this was from the May polish pickup, I think it was, or June polish pickup. Either one, it was from polish pickup. And honestly, guys, I didn't love it. In the pictures that I saw on Instagram, it looked amazing. I mean, there are some swatchers out there who can make a polish look, spectacular. Probably way more spectacular than it actually is in person. I don't think that was the case for this one, but I don't know. I keep buying some reflective polishes and then I keep not loving them, so I don't know why I keep doing it, but this one just really caught my attention. And I don't know, but KB Shimmer's formula to me seems to run on the thick side, at least for these reflective polishes. And I don't like that, because if you have followed my channel for a while, you know that I like to do thin coats when I apply my nail polish. And I feel like with these reflective KB Shimmer polishes, I can't really do that. So yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I still have it, but it will probably go on my D-Stash page on Instagram soon. And just to let you guys know, that D-Stash page, it's at Nail Lacquer D-Stash. I have over 100 nail polishes currently listed for sale on that page. Anything that I sell there goes into my channel, into my Instagram page, so that I'm able to make content for you. I do sell the polishes cheaper than retail price. For example, I have a bunch of Sally Hansen's on there for like $3. So if you would like to support me and my channel, that's one way of doing it. The information is always in my description box. And yeah, I would really appreciate the support. Alright guys, that's it for the nail polishes that I wore in the month of June 2022. Let me know in the comments down below what you wore this past month and what you plan on wearing in the month of July. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!